We're going to go ahead and prep and prime my face today. We're going to be going in with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Face Base. This is an amazing primer. I personally love it because it gives me the dewy look that I love, and it moisturizes me throughout the day, and it helps me to not break out. We're going to take a Morphe MB9 brush. Yeah. And we're just going to take a decent amount and just apply it all over. Excuse my pimples. I had a stress breakout. Honestly, you only need a little bit and it will go a long way. I like to be dewy, which in a sense I guess is oily. So if you are more of a matte person, I wouldn't necessarily use this as a primer. I'd more use it as a nightly moisturizer. When we're done with that, I'm just gonna use my fingers. I don't have nails on right now. I just took them off. I'm gonna take a break from acrylics for a cool minute because my nails are just really delicate and soft, so yeah. I went ahead and did my brows off camera just because they are so time consuming, and I am very picky when it comes to my brows, and I just really haven't learned how to do them while recording, so knock me or whatever, but they are done. We're gonna go ahead and start with my eyes. We're gonna take the Holy Grail Violet Voss palette. I'm gonna go ahead and take a Morphe M441 with Transition. This is a really nice, simple, kind of light shade to get you started. You're just gonna go in circular motions. This is kind of just setting the concealer from doing your brows. So what's been going on in my life is the real question. Obviously, I deleted all my YouTube videos. Everyone keeps asking me why, and that's simply because I wanted to rebranch myself. My old videos were kind of the old me. I'm not saying that I've completely done a dramatic 360 change, but I've changed a lot. A lot of things have happened in my life recently that have made me just want to better myself more than what I was already doing. And not to mention, I had a lot of stress going on in my life and I was busy, so I just decided to delete everything, start fresh. My Instagram has no posts. The only thing that is actually kept up to date is my Twitter, and that's because you guys know I'm obsessed with that app. And if you're a new subscriber, a new viewer, then you don't know that, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at Glowing Fantasy. I deadass am always on that app. You will know what's going on in my life if you follow me there. So next, I am going to still take that Morphe M441, and we're going to go ahead and go in with Wine and Dine in our crease color. This is something, this color is actually really nice. It's more of like, I don't know, it's a little metallic to me. They're actually mattes, but it's a little shimmery to me. And it's just a nice like berry color, and these eyeshadows blend really well, so I actually really like them. Obviously, you're just going to take normal circular motions and just be gentle and blend out. Loop. We're going to go back in with Wine and Dine and do my other eye. I think that with me coming back on YouTube, one of the biggest challenges that you guys will see me face is that I'm not as consistent as I should be. I am always busy doing something. I'm never not doing something. I'm either smoking, working, plotting, not plotting in a bad way, like plotting for my future because I'm about to turn 18. I just graduated, and yeah, time to grow up. Can't be immature anymore. Gotta progress in life and want better for yourself, right? Or am I tripping? I have, like I said, I'm always working. I have 4 jobs, to be honest. Actually, no, I have 3 jobs. I'm working on getting a 4th job just because got bills to pay, I need to save, and I'm trying to buy a car. Those are expensive. We're gonna go ahead and take Teddy Bear with the Morphe M330. It's kind of just a light tapered blending brush. This is gonna go into the crease a little bit more to define and darken this look. Like I said, I'm just kind of winging it. I don't really know what this look is going to come out looking like, but that's okay. Let's see. I graduated last month. It's July. No, actually I graduated at the end of May. So it's been over a month and a half. And I'm loving life, to be honest. I think one of the biggest things that I struggled with was my transition, you know, talking about it and really just coming to terms with a lot of things. I want to say that I've lost a lot of people because of my transition, but I'm thankful I lost them. At first I was sad, but I'm honestly really, really, really thankful, because if it wasn't for losing them, I wouldn't have taken the next step into truly loving myself. I think that one of the biggest problems, or I wouldn't say it's a problem, one of the biggest struggles trans people face is that a lot of people aren't ready to support them in the ways that they need to be supported. And at the end of the day, like I said, and I've said on my Snap, and I've ranted about this, that's okay. If you don't know how to support me, or you don't know how to cope because you're not trans, that's okay. I mean, I don't expect you to know how to deal with situations that I deal with, but what I do expect you to do is love me for me. And a lot of people in my life had trouble with that, which I think is funny, but hey, I wish them the best. We've had great memories, and I guess that's a part of growing up. You lose people in your life, and then you gain them back. We're going to go back in with Wine and Dine with the Morphe M441 just to kind of bring a little bit more color and get that seamless transition in. The look is kind of coming out pretty damn good so far. Only three colors in? What, three colors in, and it's looking pretty magical. What else? Let's see. Okay, we're gonna talk about boys for a second. We'll go back to my transition, probably when I'm doing my contour or something. I was investing in a couple guys. I was over here, you know, I used to be a hoe or whatever. But I was talking to a few guys, but now I decided I want to be celibate. If you don't know what celibacy is, it's basically committing to yourself that you're not gonna have, I guess, for me, relationships, sex, bisexual, those types of things. I decided that it was just the best decision for me to make. I think that I need to focus on me and my transition, and a lot of boys, I'm not even going to say men because I'm young, I deal with boys, and a lot of boys are not ready to love me for me, and they're not ready to accept me for me. And keep in mind, I have not had body surgery yet, so although I wear a sports bra, and I'm taking estrogen and I'm no longer really producing T, I am still considered a boy in some people's eyes, so I get how hard it can be for guys to try to be with me. It's not really the easiest. To go ahead and just go back in with this M330 and just blend out just a tad bit more. And then we're going to take, I don't know, what brush am I going to take? I have like all these brushes I picked out because I didn't know what brushes I would want to use or what look I was doing. We're going to take like this BH Cosmetics flat brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer from It Cosmetics to cut my crease. Going back to boys, I think that us young women need to really start empowering one another, and we need to really just move on with thinking that we need a man in our life to be happy, because we don't need a man in our life to be happy. We just need ourselves. And we need to start empowering one another to really just do you. I think one of the biggest struggles that I've seen, you guys know I talk about so much stuff, and I just am very, very social, is that a lot of women go through the same thing, and I guess boys go through the same thing too, but y'all know you guys are manipulators. Not saying that there's not women that are crazy in this world and don't do that, but lately it's been guys. And I'm just like, y'all are whack. And the reason why I say y'all are whack, also y'all are narcs. Because how are you, in my case, how are you about to hit me up on some boob stuff, talking about you're beautiful, this and that, and then talk about, oh, I'm always going to be a man. I'm a die man, yup. I'm always be a man, yup. I don't care. I'm so content with myself and so happy with everything that's going on in my life. I really don't give a fuck what people have to say, you know? My transition is going so great. Like, let me just say this. I've been on my hormone blockers for going on 7 months and E for going on 3, and my testosterone suppressed. Like, my doctor ran tests, we did blood work, and it's suppressed. My case is going great, and that's because I wanted it. My body was saying, hey girl, you want this, so go ahead and go get it. And ever since I got that phone call, like at the beginning of the beginning of last month or the middle of last month, I just don't care to really dwell. Sorry, y'all. You know, it's so hard to focus. Talking and doing makeup is just, like, not the business. You know what the crazy part is when my friends are over here, I can hella talk while doing my makeup. I'll be over here focused as fuck, but maybe that's because I'm not on a camera, so I'm not under, like, pressure or whatever. This cut crease, you guys are probably like, the fuck, how you do that so fast? You're just gonna wanna, like, mark your eyelids and then just go in with a circle motion, I guess. I don't know. And you're gonna wanna go in with a flat top brush when you try to cut your crease. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a Morphe M62. Yeah, M62. Ooh, what color should I go in? I think I should go in with a little bit more of Teddy Bear. We're gonna go ahead and go in with Teddy Bear. We're gonna take a good generous amount because it will blend itself out. And we're gonna start in the middle and work our way out. And then in. And this is really just going to give that, I guess, bigger eye effect, not brighter, bigger eye effect, and it's gonna blend out that cut crease really smoothly. Just go back out because you want it to be a nice transition and blend a little in to your eyelash bed so it's just seamless. I'm just all over the place. I have lots to talk about and I didn't really plan this out very well, so oh well. We're going to take a clean Morphe M504 and we're just going to go ahead and use this to brush out any excess eyeshadow and really just make sure everything is blended. So we're moving on to my eyelids and I'm going to go ahead and take this Kat Von D individual eyeshadow in Electric Warrior. I'm over here trying to show it to y'all and I don't even know what the name of it is. And I'm just going to take a pretty good amount and on a Morphe 224, pack it on. You want to follow that crease that you made and pack up lightly so you don't have as much transfer. I'm going to go ahead and pack a little more because you know me, I'm an extra ass bitch and I gotta have lots of coverage and color. So you're just going to take a little more, but if going crazy isn't your thing, then go ahead and just stick with one layer. But back to boys, since this was a topic I was talking about, like, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago on my Snap, and a lot of people were intrigued by it, and a lot of people liked it. You guys know that when it comes to boys, this applies to girls too, because we can't say girls don't finesse, girls don't cheat, girls don't do that shit, because we know we do. It's just a select few of us. I think we're all tripping off of shit, and we're all confused and scared about so much, like, we're all tweeting we want to be cuffed, we want to be with a boo, we're lonely, yet we still play games. And that's because we're all afraid of commitment. We're going to go ahead and go back in with Teddy Bear with this Morphe M62 to kind of darken up the crease just a little bit more from the color that was lost. But like I said, we're all scared of commitment in some way. And I feel like boys, men get away with it a lot more than women do. Shit. We're over here bashing Jay-Z for fucking cheating on B. And we're all like fighting about this scandal. And we're all bashing. Yet fucking Black China over here wilding the fuck out. And we over here just like, haha, she a scammer. This is funny. Double standards, huh? We can't do that. That's just not a thing. Oh, sorry. Taking this Morphe M330 and kind of just blending out a little bit more. And then we're about to be done with the eyes. This actually came out looking really, really nice. we're gonna go ahead and do my face, and we're gonna take 3 foundations today. They're all the Makeup Forever stick foundations in 153, 173, and 177. 153 is my actual shade. I like to be warmer, so that's what the 173 comes in, and then the 177 is my contour shade. It's like very deep brown. So we're gonna go in with 153 first, and we're gonna go in the key spots and my nose. And then we are going to take 173 and we are going to kind of put it in all these other miscellaneous areas to warm my face up. And then we are going to take 177, so contour, and put it where it belongs. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Beauty Blender. But first I'm going to spray my face with the Badescu Rose Water Facial Spray. It just gives me that dewy look that I like to achieve. Anyways, back to boys. And the fact that we are all afraid of, you know, commitment. We really are. I think that we've all been hurt in some way before. Or we've seen other people's hurt, and we're like, we're not trying to be hurt. We're not even trying to deal with that. And I feel like a lot of people will try to protect themselves, but in the process hurt somebody else. And that's understandable. It's relatable. But at the same time, you also need to understand that people have feelings, and you need to be kind. Because personally for me, and, you know, personally from what my friends have told me, you know, the battles that they face, is that boys only want sex right now. And I get it. We're young. We're horny. That's a thing. Trust me. I used to be a hoe. That is definitely a thing. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that if a girl tells you no, that a guy has the right to be over here getting mad. No, you don't. I'm so sorry. You just don't. You take that no. You take that L. And you fucking carry on with your life. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of the Badescu spray and spray it directly on the actual brush. And then we're going to use this and blend out the contour. Just light swivel motions. You don't want to remove the product. You kind of just want to easily blend it out. A lot of people are afraid to cream contour, but I feel like if a lot more people tried it, they would like it, and they would realize actually sometimes how fast it can be. One thing that I hate about doing powder, even though I will add powder in a little bit, is that it comes out really ashy, and sometimes it doesn't contour my face the way I want my face to be contoured, so I just sit there looking like, really? ETW, there isn't really a right way to contour. There's just a preferred way to contour, and I just prefer to do, I guess, what is this, a C? Whoop, whoop. I do always end up bronzing down here, but I don't like to really add contour down there anymore, because one thing that I noticed is it makes my jawline broader, and that's something that I don't want with me being trans. I want my face to be a little bit more rounder, so I'm not really perceived as a man, because it's more masculine prone to more male prone for them to have a prominent jawline, and my jawline is slowly starting to disappear with my estrogen. So I try my best to just not contour down there and just let it be natural. I'm just gonna take the It Cosmetics Bad by Under Eye, put a good amount. This concealer is actually really, really good with this beauty blender, and blend down. I know some people like to blend up, but I like to blend down. This is a really thick concealer, and blending down is just going to give you that coverage that you really want. Lovely corner shade to bronzy up my face with a BH Cosmetics 110, I don't know, contour blush brush. Just take a good amount, hit the excess off. I start from the middle and bronze my face in. My camera died, so I had to like stop for a second. I was like, fuck. And then it stopped recording too, so hopefully we're not missing any parts. I just want to say this. My transition is going well. Life is going good. I'm trying my best to really just stay positive and stay forward. I'm also doing this thing where I'm apologizing to people for anything I may have done to them, or, you know, past mistakes that I've had, and I'm working on fixing a lot of things that I think were problematic about myself. Go ahead and set my face with the Nye Banana Powder. I was talking about this a little bit ago. Just take a good amount and just pour it on the cap. And then I like to take a Real Techniques brush. What is this? I don't know. There's no number on it. But just this Real Techniques brush. It comes in a set. Get a good amount. And set your face. Your under eyes. I always like to take excess amount so I can, in a sense, bake. But this brush kind of really packs on the product. So there's not really baking, it's just packing. And take this Note pencil eyeliner in Espresso number 9. I really love this. It's just this nice brown color. It's going to really bring my eye color out and darken this look. Plus it's really creamy and it comes off really nice at the end of the night, so that's also why I like it. Need to invest in buying more. Oh shit. I fucked up. Whatever. That's what blending brushes are for. And Facetune. We all know we use Facetune. Every beauty guru, every fucking person uses Facetune. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You edit your pictures in some way. You do not just take a fucking picture and it be the picture you originally took. That's out. That's not a thing. I'm sorry if you do that. I don't know how you get away with that. But we're going to go back in with Wine and Dine with this Morphe M562, the same dirty one. It's going to be a little bit darker, which is what we want because we kind of want the mixture of the berry wine color and the darkness to be a seamless transition. And we're just going to fit it right underneath my eye and just blend up and out. This look is really fun. I like the color scheme of, you know, the darkness with the brightness to really fuck it up. And now we are going to go back in with this, with the tapered Morphe, what is this, M330 brush, and we're going to take Hashtag, this nice orange, and we're just going to really dive into it, because you want it all over the brush. We're going to hit it, the excess off, because you really don't want the color, you just want it, so when you blend out, we're going to brighten this eye a little bit more, and kind of give it that nice transition. It doesn't do that big of a difference, to be real, but I personally like it in pictures, and just looking in the mirror and seeing that blend, I want it to be as flawless as possible. And then we're going to go back above and kind of do the same thing over again. We're going to go ahead and do my falsies like I said. I'm going to put you guys on to some really inexpensive bomb-ass lashes. And they are the Koko lashes in Venus. They're one of their new lashes that they just released. I'll go a little bit closer. But these lashes are fucking gorgeous, especially if you stack them. Sis, I'm putting you on. You're gonna thank me later. Deadass, you really will. And so the way I like to do it, I'm gonna take this lovely BH Cosmetics eyelash curler. Y'all should invest in this. It's like, what? I think I bought it for like $3 or $4. Everyone comes in my room and is like, I want to use this. I'm like, girl. We're gonna go in with some mascara, and this is the MAC Lash Extreme. Always remember, everything will be listed in the description box below. Just go with a little bit. You don't want too much, because then your eyes will be really heavy. What I do is I look down kind of in my inner corner, and I apply them up and then push them. See? Simple. And then I always put them more on the outer end, and then I'll pull them in the inner corner, then put them in the inner corner first, and then pull out, if that made sense. If y'all were wondering what my plans are for my channel, my plans are kind of all over the place. I know I'm going to be doing a lot more informational talk-throughs with you guys. Makeup isn't necessarily my priority. You guys know I love it and I can be creative with it. But I am going to rebranch my channel, and that is why I deleted my videos, because my channel is going to be beauty influence. That means what is beauty? Loving yourself, accepting yourself, putting on makeup, skincare, fashion. Beauty is beauty. And so I'm really just gonna branch out, and I'm gonna do a lot more kind of like TED Talks, I guess, if you guys know what those are. I'm just gonna talk a lot more, like I do rants. I wanna do that more. I'll do like get readies like I am today, because I plan on uploading like twice a week. I'm gonna try my best. I'm just always busy with work, but I can manage to find time if I don't fucking hang out with friends. But I'm really going to try to be as creative as possible, and plus I'm really smart and intelligent. At least I like to think I am. Correct me if I'm wrong, but how do I say this? I need to stop dumbing myself down. I need to really start talking about this shit. Like, I'm not afraid to talk about it. I really should start talking about it. Ooh, this lash went on perv. This really be my eye. Real question is, am I gonna double up? Because this is looking really fucking good to me. No? I don't think I'm gonna double up. Wow, I'm really actually shook it right now. Fuck. I always do this in my inner corner. Okay, boom. And now that I let my face set, go back in with a beauty blender like I am now, and I like to push it into my skin. A lot of people like to brush powder off. I like to keep that shit there, because I like the dewy look, so it helps control my oils and sweat. Push that in. And then we are going to do bottom mascara. And I'm going to be taking a MAC roller mascara. I don't even know what this is. Upward Lash Up Black. I've like used this before in my videos, so it's nothing new, y'all. Nothing new. And we're just gonna blink into place for the bottom eyelashes. Honestly, you guys need to let me know what you guys want to see from me, because I feel like I'll come up with shit to do, but y'all be like, I don't know. I know one of the biggest requested shit is a skincare routine, but in all honesty, I don't really have one. And we're building up the intensity. I always like to go in with a little bit and then do a little more. And you know what time it is now, folks. It is twilighting time. We're gonna take Opal from Becca Cosmetics. They're kind of problematic right now, so I haven't really bought from them in a while. I'm just gonna use nice swivel motions and build up that coverage. And I'm using a Morphe M501 brush. This is one of my favorite brushes for highlighting. You really want to get that cheek brush up. Beautiful. And this is my problematic side of my face, so I like to take my time. Beautiful, beautiful. This brush, I think it came in a Morphe set because there's no number for it, is the best nose contour brush. I don't care what anybody says, it's the best. Watch. You're literally just going to dabble on your nose to get that highlight bling in. See, already fucking it up. And then you're gonna start from the top and work your way down. This next highlight, we're gonna go with the Inglot Sparkling Dust. This is just the perfect finish for a highlight. Everyone is always asking what I use, and it's honestly this. You wanna take a good amount, hit that excess off, and put it on top. It really just gives you that iridescent glow. And we're gonna go ahead and go in with a little bit more. On this side, and really just fuck it up. And then we are going to go back in with my nose contour brush, and we are going to take a little bit of the Inglot and put it on my nose to really give it that glow. And then the same thing for my bridge of my nose. And then you're going to blend this out just a little bit. And sis, it looks so good in the light. Like, I know this light is bright here, but I'm telling you. Then we're going to go on with like this BH Cosmetics little flat brush. This is a perfect contour brush. It came in a kit. Super cheap, inexpensive. Just going to take a little bit of the contour shade that we did to contour. Get the excess off. And just brush down. Like, has anyone ever made nose contouring like so simple? Don't forget about a brow highlight. I prefer not to add the Inglot highlighter to my brow bone because it just transfers everywhere, but go ahead and add a little. Highlight your inner corner. This is really just gonna brighten your eyes since it is a dramatic dark look. What I do with my lids, and honestly I don't do very much, I just overline them and then fill them. I like to stay within matte products just because then you don't see the overlining of my lips as much. And I'm going to use, well today I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics lip kit in Trick because I'm a trick. No, I'm just kidding, I'm not. That was a terrible joke. Horrible. Never again. So I overline the top of my lip and then go in with my natural line just so it looks pretty seamless. See? Perf. And we're gonna take the actual lipstick, and the way I like to do it, I like to do my bottom first and line it from the inner. And then I like to flip it and do the other inner.